What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now today we're going to be going over 5 things that I hate about my C8 Corvette. Now don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely loving this car and there's really not that many things that I can say bad about it. But like with anything, there are a few things that bug me and we're going to get right into those right now. Now the first thing that I hate about this car is actually the exhaust note. I have the performance exhaust, which is the $1,000 option from Chevrolet. And let me tell you, it is not loud enough. I'm gonna get out of the car, close the door, and do a little start from the back of the vehicle. And you're gonna just hear how quiet it is. Now, besides from a cold start, this exhaust is extremely quiet. And this is the performance exhaust with the valves all the way open. If you did not have the performance exhaust on this car, you would never hear this car almost at all, especially while driving. Hopping back into the vehicle, we're gonna get into my number 2 of the things that I hate about this car. And that would be the insane blind spots, okay? You cannot see anything out of this, okay? Looking over that shoulder, you can't see anything. You have that big ass pillar. I don't even know what you call that, B-pillar. And then over here, you can see a little bit more, but again, right behind your head, you can't see anything. If you don't have the blind spot monitors on the 2LT or 3LT and the rear camera for the rear view mirror, then I don't see how you could possibly drive this thing and feel safe and confident whenever you're making lane switches on the interstate or anything. Because I have the blind spot monitors and the rear view camera, and I still don't feel confident sometimes whenever I'm changing gears. I double check and triple check, and I'm like, oh, I hope there's no one there. Now for the third thing that I hate about this car, we're gonna be going up to the frunk. So we're gonna pop that real quick. Step out of the vehicle. And the third thing is actually that the frunk is not soft close. It has like some weird double latch system. And in my opinion, it is way too difficult to close. So watch. So you do the first latch and then the second latch. I'm applying a lot of pressure on that. You almost have to apply an unnecessary amount of pressure just to close it. Watch. There we go. That's just to get the front to close. Now I get it, it's a safety thing and all that, but they could have just put a soft close front just like they did on the rear. So for the rear, open it and then you'll close and then push. And then it pulls itself down. I don't know why they couldn't have done that on the front of these cars. These cars are well expensive enough to have that. And I think they're doing that for the 2024s and up, but it still would have been nice for all the other model years to have that included. Now, the fourth thing that I hate about this car is actually how open the front grills are. As you can see, they are fairly big. I mean, I can shove my entire hand up in here. And the front radiators just take a ton of beatings from rocks on the road. Now, my car only has 2,000 miles, and you can already see how many rocks have hit it on that side, and then how many have hit it on this side. I can only imagine once the car has like 40,000 miles, how much damage is gonna be on these front fins. So that's a big issue. Now, they do make aftermarket radiator grill guards, but they're like $300. And I just don't see why Chevrolet couldn't have put them on, you know, from the factory, seeing as that's kind of a big defect. Now, the fifth and final thing that I hate about this car is that it actually goes into 4-cylinder mode. This car comes with cylinder deactivation, which is Chevrolet's way of making these pushrod V8s still get like 22 miles to the gallon on average, which I am averaging about that on the interstate, which is not bad, but it is annoying. You hear the little click, you feel a little bit of a jerk. Thank you. And me personally, I feel like a car like this should never be going into 4-cylinder mode. You know, we don't buy these cars for the gas mileage, and I get it. Chevrolet's being cracked down probably by the EPA, and they're probably putting really strict guidelines on fuel mileage, but it's still just an annoying thing that I absolutely hate about it. So there you have it, guys. 5 things that I hate about my 2023 C8 Corvette. If you agree with these things or have any comments, drop them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.